All right, everybody, we're going to start on our last learning target for Unit 8. This is 8H. I can write the equation of a circle in standard form. So we're going to take what we learned in 8G graphing, and we're going to actually work backwards, where this time, instead of given an equation, we might be given the radius in the center, or we might be given a graph. So let's take a look at some examples. So maybe you're given the center at -5, 8, and you're given the radius of that circle is 6. And we want to write the equation in standard form. So our skeleton equation is going to look like this. Remember, the x and the y stay, and we're going to plug in our center here, here, and then our radius over here. So we're going to take that -5, but remember we have to change the sign. So this becomes +5. And then we're going to take that +8, change the sign to -8. And the last thing that we need to do here is take that 6, but we have to square it. So our final answer would look like this. We're going to keep what we have here and take 6 squared to be 36. Let's look at another example. Let's say we have the center is at 0, 3, and we have a radius of 5. So again, I'm going to write out the skeleton equation, kind of what we start with. Now here for 0, it doesn't have a sign, so you could put +0, -0, it really doesn't matter. Here, we've got a +3, so I'm going to make that a -3 going into the parentheses. And this is going to be 5 squared. Now, when you write out this equation for me on a test or a quiz, you can write x -0 or x +0, but you won't really see that on a standardized test. It would just be listed as x squared. And then you would have the y -3 squared equals 5 squared, which is 25. All right, let's look at our last example here. So let's say instead of given the center and the radius, you've been given a graph. All right, so here is our graph. And from here, we have to write the equation of the circle. So what we have to first do is figure out the center and the radius and then write the equation from there. So my center was at +3. So x is 3, y is at the 2, so 3, 2. And my radius was, if I count from here and go to the point, it was 2. So this is a length of 2. So now I'm going to do the same thing I did before. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in my equation. So this would be x minus 3, because again we're changing the sign. X minus 2. And then we're going to square that too for our radius. And there you go. All right, so you should have watched the 8G video and this video, and now you can work on Big Ideas 10.7. Let me know if you have any questions. Log on to a Zoom call, send an email, and hopefully you're doing okay. Bye.